What's going on, you guys? Justin, aka Boomer91, Beer League Bum Hockey Reviews. So we just wrapped up the first half of our season, finished up in early December as usual, and we got a nice 3-week break here coming up all the way till New Year's. So I won't be having much time because I won't have any league games. I'm going to try and do some drop-ins and stuff for the LX Pro review. So unfortunately today I actually have two questions for you guys that I'd like to hear in the comments, and also go over what's in my bag and how my season went so far. So I'd love to hear from you guys from what's in your bag and how your season has gone. Put it in the comments below and let's get after it. First things first, guys, I wanted to show you guys the bag that I use, which is the Grit Hockey Tower goalie version. Now, some people might be like totally chirping me for that, you know, carry your bag, be a man, all that type of stuff. But in all actuality, this bag holds everything that I need because I run a team and I play on 4 others. So as you can see in the bottom, it's just full of jerseys, and that's why I have this bag, is because I literally have 15 jerseys in there that I need to keep on me at all times, depending on what team I'm playing for. So the Grit Hockey bag is my jam, and I've used it for years and years now, and it's one of my faves. All right, guys, before I get into the contents of my bag and the gear that I'm using and the gear that I'm going to be upgrading for 2022, I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on what my season looked like. So I'm going to throw in a screenshot of my current stats. Let me know what you guys think. And I'd love to hear in the comments how you guys are doing. Ended up with 61 goals and 24 assists, I believe. I'll have to put that up there. I don't 100% remember. As you guys know, I'm mostly a goal scorer. I take a lot of shots. Most of my highlights are shots. So that's kind of what you see most of the time, and you see that in the stats. Maybe I should learn to pass more. I'm working on it. It's something I need to improve. But as you see on the highlights for this video, I finished up with about 8 or 9 goals or something in the last couple games to hit 61. It's pretty good. Best season I ever had was about 125. I know it's just beer league, it's just for fun, but I love to score. So let me know in the comments below how you guys are doing in your season. I'd love to know how you guys have done since you changed your gear. Did anything make a huge difference? Let me know, and it's something that I'll definitely look at and I'll respond to, and I'd love to even review gear that you used if I haven't had a chance to do that yet. So here it is, guys. Top of the scoring chart, 61 goals in 43 games, 85 points, doing pretty good. I've been very impressed with my current play, love my gear, and I haven't had this good of a start in the first 3 months in quite some time. So let me know in the comments how you guys are doing. I'd love to hear about your seasons. Alrighty, now that you guys have seen my inflated stats for goal scoring, this is how I do it. So in my bag right now, I'm going to go through each thing, tell you what's going to be upgraded, and go from there. So first things first is always going to be the sticks. Now, I have this My Bauer case I got a long time ago when I did some My Bauer sticks, and I love it because I take all my gear with me in my truck, and I don't want the bed of my truck destroying my sticks. So I always keep my 2 game sticks in that. And as you can see, my 2 game sticks right now are JetSpeed FT4 Pro, which is my top rated stick if you watch my stick tier videos. And my second backup, just in case I break my FT4 Pro, and you can't always have one of those extra on you at all times, is my SuperTax AS4 Pro. So those are my 2 go-to sticks. Now, I also have 2 backup sticks that I decided on, and those are here. So these are still the top other sticks from other brands. If you look at my tier list, you have the Pro Stock Hockey Blue Line Mid Kick with the Line A. That was rated kind of mid, below some of the CCMs, if you guys remember. And then, of course, my backup, that just in case I take a slash, I get something stuck in the boards, I always have this on me, is my Bauer Hyperlite. Gotta give the Bauer Hyperlite credit, thing's durable as hell. It's not a great stick in terms of performance compared to the CCMs, but it is a great stick for durability, so I know I always have it with me just in case I break one of my CCMs.
If you haven't noticed by now, guys, I'm a left winger. I can't play any other position because I am a beer league bum and have no idea what I'm doing if I play center or the right side. But it seems to work out nicely as I get the puck here and can just tap it in. I always seem to be there, Stamkos style. Also, for those of you who want to chirp me in the comments about assists, I do pass, just not always on highlight reels, but here's a great pass and a beautiful goal by my teammate there, and what a beaut it was. So I do pass, I promise.
All right, the top of my fancy goalie grit hockey bag is, of course, my Bauer Hyperlight skates. Interesting enough, leave in the comments below what skates you want me to look into and what to review. I am going to get a second pair of skates in early 2022. I've had the Hyperlights for some time now. I'd love to upgrade them, try something different. FT4 Pro. I've got a couple comments about Ripcores. Of course, I'll be getting the Supreme Mocs, but those come out in, I think, May, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm going to try and stick to more release schedules going forward because there's no point in reviewing gear that's been touched on a lot by other people. It's just not worth it. So really, it's going to be kind of release schedule. New style stuff that comes out, I'll grab it, I'll test it, and I'll get the review out right away. There isn't a huge market for reviewing gear that is 6 months old, etc. So that's my Hyperlight skate. Looking to upgrade it come 2022. In my helmet, you got the SuperTax X, fancy ASHL sticker. SuperTax X, I came from Bauer React, the original Bauer React, which was one of the comfiest helmets ever. And this is just as comfy and offers even more protection. It's slightly lighter and it feels great. I went with the SuperTax X over, like, say, the new Hyperlight, which came out. Again, release schedule. Newest stuff that comes out is because I put the Hyperlight on in the hockey store and it was really not comfortable, where I'm so used to comfort with the original React that the Tax X felt the same and it was worth purchasing. So just in case you're wondering about helmets, I'm not a huge fan of the Hyperlight. I put it on, I didn't like it, so I went with the SuperTax X. Wow. Gloves. I have not done a glove review yet. And the reason for that is gloves, you kind of need really long-term reviews. But I am going to upgrade these in 2022 and probably do 2 or 3 types of gloves because I want to try different ones and see if there's any different. I'm currently rocking the Ultrasonic, and it's actually really comfortable, and I like it, and it is quite durable. The palm, I've had these for a solid 6 months, and I haven't run through the palm yet. I actually had the 2X Pros earlier in the summer when those came out. And I ripped the palm really quick, like a couple weeks. So the Ultrasonic's palm is definitely better. What I'm going to upgrade to is probably some FT4 Pros because I love the FT4 gear, and I'm guessing those are really good as well. But by all means, the new Warrior looks great. The new True looks great. So I'll probably in 2022 take a couple pairs of gloves and do some glove reviews. So be patient for those who actually ask me.
For all the guys that keep commenting that I can't skate, I just blew by all these guys. And I must say the no-look pass behind the back for this tap-in goal is sweet. Very Henrik Sedin-esque, I must say. But I did actually mean to do it. Also, for those who continually want to chirp me about my stats and goals, I will post one more nice pass to goal for an assist here. So I think the problem is the refs just aren't catching my assists. That's totally what it is, right, guys?
All right, protective. For those who watched my protective video and saw me get absolutely mutilated from behind, you know that I wear high-end gear uppers. You got the FT4 elbow pads, and these are excellent. I didn't do a full review on these. I just kind of touched on them a little bit in the FT4 upper protective gear video, but I love these elbow pads. And elbow pads are always tough. A lot of beer leaguers mostly run like Jofa, old Reeboks. Their elbow pads are the oldest gear that they have, and the reason is because once you find an elbow pad that you like with comfort, that doesn't move around and stuff, it's so much better. And I totally get why people don't upgrade to these crazy, huge elbow pads, etc. But if you want a streamlined elbow, the FT4 definitely is good. If you saw my review, it doesn't have the huge elbow off to the side. If you look at like a 2X Pro, thing has a giant point mountain on the side of it. It's just terrible. So FT4 Pro, again, I probably won't upgrade elbow pads. They don't really change that much. There's not really a huge point reviewing these. It's probably not something that anybody's really that interested in. Just wanted to give you an update on what I use in my bag. So I was a huge Bauer fanboy, which is why I wear number 91, because originally Stamkos was a huge Bauer guy back in the day. We're talking probably 10 years ago now. That's where my inspiration for 91 came from. I love the number. I love Stammer. He's kind of faded off, obviously, in the last little while, but he's still one of my favorite players. Love his game. I love his shooting style, etc. But from a Bauer standpoint, these are the last two pieces of Bauer equipment that I have other than my skates. That will be upgraded, so please in the comments below let me know what you want me to test, because I will, and I'll pick it up and I'll do 2, maybe 3 over the course of the next 3 or 4 months. The first is the 2X Pro shin guard. I used to not upgrade shin guards very often because once they fit my skate, and I'm a tongues out guy, I don't like this part rubbing against my skate in any way. So once I found a fitment that works, I stick with shin guards. But I've noticed that these aren't greatly protective. They're nice and slim and they're nice and light. But in terms of actual protection, I've taken a couple shots off the back, fallen on my knees a couple times and had an injured knee. So these are not greatly protective. These are more indicative of really low-end hockey where you're not taking shots that are actually hard off, etc. So I will be upgrading these in the comments, guys. Please let me know what you guys want me to pick up, because I'll pick them up in early 2022. As well, my other last piece of Bauer equipment that will be upgraded, probably to FT4 as well. Again, pants I don't change very often because I like to find pants that fit really well and don't clip the top end of my shin guard. So the 2X Pros I've been wearing for about a year now. I do like them. They're super comfy, but it's time to upgrade these, try something new, get a new review out there. So right now, great pair of pants for just beer league hockey. Really protective, really light. I love all this foam that's on here. They call it the, the Edge Comfort. I love that. It's really comfy here, and really comfy on the back. But leave in the comments below what you guys want me to update in terms of pants, and I will definitely do it up. For those guys who saw my upper protective video, FT4 Pro Shouldies, amazing, love these. So protective, so light, so segmented, so comfortable. These will be in there for a long time. I've had numerous shoulder pads that I didn't like, and you look too much like a linebacker. These are still a little bit big in terms of the actual shoulders, but the protection, mobility, and shoulder caps and everything feel really great. So I love these shoulder pads. I probably won't upgrade these until something significant comes out, except maybe the Warrior LX. I was pretty interested in those. They'll look pretty good, and I might just pick them up maybe when I've kind of exhausted all the gear that I have over the next little while in terms of reviews, and then I'll pick up maybe the LX and try them out. But just the shoulder pads, I'm not a huge fan of the bulkiness of the Warriors anymore for elbow pads after going to the FT4. So that's what's in my bag, guys. Please leave in the comments below what you want me to purchase, upgrade, check out. If you're looking at something, I will definitely do it. Now, 2 little things that I love, and I'm gonna also do something different with those. So this tape is some of my favorite tape. It's the grip tape that you can tape to the top of your stick, and on all of my sticks I use it. You can see it's a little worn. It's super cheap. It's like $8 or something like that. Lasts about 4 or 5 games, and then I replace it. But somebody did mention in the comments that they wanted me to review butt end, and I think I will when I purchase a new stick. And if you guys know, the True Catalyst PX comes out in January. I might do a review with that and then purchase a butt end with it, just because I go through sticks so much that I don't really want to put a butt end, take it off, etc. That's why this stuff is excellent. This is one of my favorite things we've got. Also, little weird things in my bag. Tape Tiger. I love this thing. If you have not used it, it's amazing. I'll check it out for you guys. I'll use my Hyperlite. So basically what you do is you just run it across here, takes the tape right off. It's awesome. And you don't have to do anything, just like that. Bam, takes it off, and you just peel it off. If you don't have one of these and you love to tape your stick, this turns it into a ritual. It's just so amazing to just whip through it, and then watching everybody else sitting there with their little scissors and stuff trying to get off their tape. This is the way to go, guys. This thing, amazing.
Happy holidays, guys. Thanks for watching, and look forward to more gear reviews in 2022. I'll see you guys in January.